Good morning. Good afternoon. Good day. Happy Sunday to all of you, and welcome to SKTV. As you join us, let's share the show, please. Um, Let us know where you're joining us from. Let's invite someone if you can. Um, let's share the show, please. Um, Let us know where you're joining us from. Um, please let us know where you're joining us from. If you tell where you're joining us from, you're not there. Thank you, Lucretia Gibson. Let us know where you're joining us from, please. And while you are doing that, help us to share the show. I think it will be fair while we're doing that. Help us to share the show, please. As we will be joined by the folks here from Liberia. Let us know where you're joining us from. Yes, I like how the conversation starting. Who should be the next president of Liberia and why. I'm seeing people already trooping in as to who they want to be the next president. They prefer to be the next president. That's very, very good. Let's let's bring the folks from Liberia. Let's bring the folks from Liberia on really quick to join. Share the show, folks, please, and let us know where you're joining us from as you're sharing. Hmm, hmm, and hmm.
God.
About it, bro.
What's up? Chi, what going on?
My man, that yo,
Mm.
yeah. We'll look at that zombie like, oh yo,
Yeah.
it not easy.
Like.
It not easy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Tired not to be lazy.
I said, yeah.
My man, I felt compelled to come on, my man. I couldn't. I was dreading, even when you text. No, I had to drag my.
When you try us sometimes, there are some messages to even reply, no strength, no
Yeah.
way to even reply.
So even when they call you Saturday morning, I look at your message. I say, "But no bomb man, he ain't said to me, get tired to be tired. You can't get tired."
Yeah, man. That's the thing. By this time, our people are always glued to the radio. We have to inform them. When you take job and say, yes, I'm going to do this, you should do it, every time without excuse. Maybe the only excuse would be maybe if I'm seriously sick, or maybe I'm not able to come, or maybe something seriously happened. But as long as I'm alive and kicking, I'm fresh and ready. No, and I can hand over.
Yeah, right now employer Emma, man.
I can see it.
But anyway, we do quick, we do it. The French book is a vite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do it quick. They in my lingo they can say Jonah. They don't go speaking different languages. You know, easy. Same will be joining us, folks. Um, man. Um. Anyways, let's get started here. First of all, I want to welcome each and every one of you to this Sunday, the 30th of July, the last Sunday in July, in the month of July, 2023. There will be no more Sunday July 30th, 2023, as long as we live as human beings. Um, we're very happy to be here. Um, thanks for your support. We had a celebration last night, my man.
Hmm.
It was
Gisme.
my man did I don't know about. Man, don't put me in a situation I get him to get him money,
Give
bro.
me, give me so
And I,
much G's. Give
and
me
I,
what happening there.
my man, I ain't got it been in the morning, bro. Yeah,
Your camera capture some people.
forget that thing, bro. Did that one.
I know, I know, I know.
Yeah, don't worry, go. We have Tony here. Anyway, folks, the last night, it was good. Last night, it was good. But we want to welcome you, those of you listening to us on the radio. Thank you so much for continuously following SKTV. Thank you and thank you. Today you might not get the best, but I can tell you the show. The show about the show will be noisy today. I can tell you that one. The show we get into some things. We'll get into some things. We'll get into some things. I can tell you that one for a fact. Yeah. So you'll get ready. Simple will be joining us here briefly. As always, we want to welcome you um, to SKTV. As always, we believe that the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. I don't care who says what. I don't care what's going on. That one will never change. We also believe, Liberia is the most important country on earth. You know, as evidenced by, you can see the tiredness, the fatigue in us, in our voices, but we do our best to still come on. Even Sekou, my man. And that is
Hmm.
it. I was with Sekou in the morning, I think around 3 or 4 after the event.
Wow.
Yeah. I went at the man. I went at the man. The man just looking at me. Just the man, my man.
Damn man.
Yeah, the man.
Tired and be lazy.
The man said, Allah. I still moving strong. And no money. The man went to the party. The man danced. The man was chilling. The man was doing anything now. Second umpa,
And you know, even send me some videos of
chilling umpa. The man can leave chilling. I can tell you that one. I don't care who say what. What thing going on? Rain, force, shine. The man with chill. That one I can do him. Oh yeah, the man know. The man makes happy. He got all that noise.
I like that.
The men know how to make us happy. The men know good time. Sekou know life. I can tell anybody that one. Sekou knows life. Oh yeah. Sekou that big boy know what's going on.
Wow.
Yeah. Me pa I can be adding too good men the men.
So
I can't.
you probably can be acting. You know now.
Man, I play me and me pa and I can be acting sharp or Sekou umpa. Normally I can act quiet. Normally in person I'm quiet. I'm very reserved, but Sekou. I only show Sekou a bit deep, but in person, Sekou don't joke around. Sekou cool and nothing super.
But
They say super. But
we're
anyway,
strong.
let's just before we get to other news, let's get to you, Milborn. Update us really quick. How the town, what's going on? Any news? Anything that we need to be aware of? Just give us a quick rundown how the country looks today, what's going on, how the elections, anything before we get to other news and we'll get to the musical break. We'll get to the conversation here really quick. Milborn's up to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Steve. And let me say thank to all of you who are also following us on this Oscar TV page. Always bringing your data to make sure that you watch us live on the page. And for those of you who always listening to us also on the radio, let me say many thanks to all of you. Thank you so much for always following Truth FM. Yes, Steve. Sorry, Steve, you're correct. Today is the 30th day in the 7th month. Sometimes people say the June passing by July, but following on July is gradually passing by August because any moment from now we'll be hitting August, which of course campaign starts August 5th. Yeah, so Liberia is relatively kind. Today is Sunday, and there are a lot of Christians or there are a lot of Liberians who are Christians who go to a favorite worship center today, find themselves in the favorite churches. And some of them are still, maybe some of them are still there, or some of them are home, and so forth. Yes, so the weather condition here in Liberia, at least today, the sun a little bit shine on today, but it looks like when some chance small they dew or something come from the other side. So indeed, the weather is good, it's better. Yes, our politics, as usual, because of the activity. So sometimes when the politicians they go for political break, but quietly, some of them are doing a little visitation quietly. That most of them who are following them on the social media are doing a geo witness campaign or visitation. So now it's a little bit ceased apart from the social media noise that been flooded up since of yesterday up to last night at least. Now social media noise gone down a little bit. So far so good. Liberia were great, and National Election Commission already put out their announcements about temporarily pulling staff. So like for those of you who want to be part of the National Election Commission or the electoral process come October 10th, the NEC already put out their polling staff announcements out, so you can go to NEC website. So far so good, Steve. August 5th campaign starts by the grace of God. So we are moving strong and we are all following all the activities. Nothing much happening today in Liberia politics. All the politicians, some of them are quietly home or they are doing a little visitation to the very area. So far so good. These are happening in Liberia.
Well, so far so good. These are happenings in Liberia. Melbourne, thank you for the update from your end in the country. Thank you so much for the update. Uh, folks, thank you for following. Some of you were realizing that you were sharing. Now, quickly, we'll run through one or two memes here. Quick, we haven't done that for a while. Let's do that. Let's recognize you today. Sunday, we'll not dive, we'll recognize you really quick. I don't think with that. Um, Blair, Sompon, Batu, welcome. Sally, Say Ali, welcome. Josh Yond, welcome. Lucretia Gibson, welcome. Um, Simeon Zoe, welcome. Felicia Gibson, welcome. Anderson, Sandy, welcome. Kennedy, Hori, welcome. Mohamed Jackson, welcome. Kusu Ka Dosla, welcome. Rise Doyen Page, welcome. City Pocolo, welcome. Regina, welcome. Yan, welcome. Yan, Big Boy, Yan, welcome. Alice, Alicia, Donzo, welcome. Let's move on. Beatrice, Tipla, Pupu, welcome. Elizabeth Bowen, welcome. Let's move on. Carter Flomo, welcome. Yvonne, you're welcome. As you write, we'll recognize you. Isonic Isaac Flomo, welcome. Oritos Zina, welcome. Let's move on. Christina Cole, welcome. May Abani Carnage, welcome. Victor Jones, welcome. What's up, Victor? Numupo Tie Goba, welcome. Rose Russell, welcome. Rose Russell always following us. That's good. Alina Nigasa, welcome. Sorry if I butcher your name. Elijah K. Colley, welcome. Joseph Kamara, welcome. Bala William, welcome. Former Tory Maman Leo Man, Leo with your Jeremiah Wapo is the next president. When Jeremiah Wapo put a life together, can tell us if the next president right now, 11 together. Yeah, let me see that one. Tulu, welcome. Tulu Sama, welcome. Naomi Mami, welcome. Gobla Zo, welcome. Vivian Sawila Monlopolo, welcome. Sorry if I butchered your name. Comfort Aba, welcome. Vera Freeman, Maximo, welcome. Limo Kennedy, welcome. Glenda Jean, what's up? What are you coming? You coming on the show? I guess you coming to do. Emma Pega, welcome. Well, folks, maybe we'll come back when you were. We didn't recognize you if you're watching the show because you didn't we didn't know you were here. Sorry. So I hope you didn't take it personal. Those are the names we were able to run through really, really quick. Yamba, your will. Samporo, Alexander Boniface, Emmanuel Hayes. Emmanuel Hayes, oh, what's up, bro? Yankuba, Yama, welcome. Let's see. Pastor Linda, Welsh, welcome. Dustin Courthard, welcome. Venetius Moluba, welcome. You know, when Sickle on the show later on, I just wanted to give you the announcement. Barcelona flogged Real Madrid yesterday in a preseason match 3-0. Nobody's stupid yet, even though they're acting that they ain't happy. But we'll discuss the issue. It's part of the issue. So that's why you see me again at Barcelona regalia. You all get there. We got buying a couple of Barcelona shirts that will be wearing on the show during the election time. Don't worry about you. That one, another issue for me. Another issue for me. Another issue for me. I'll be wearing my Barcelona shirt on the show. So yesterday, as you can see, the Barcelona logo, even though you get milk on it pushing them on the side, we don't worry about that thing. I want another issue. Like, we won yesterday, and we're looking like we'll be in big league. Melbourne can get there all they want.
We don't even see us yesterday because all we know we're focusing on our different thing.
Okay, so folks, let's get quickly to the musical break here. We'll get back. We'll get straight into the conversation. We want to get into the musical break. A lot of things are happening. But let's get to the musical break. We will no copyright to this song.
You
I see some of you dancing. I see some of you dancing in the back. I didn't know you're there.
People are chilling me
Yeah, I didn't know you're like Google son and thing. But
there.
on another note, to be quite honest, um, I'm biased. Friday is one of my favorite musicians. Culturally, I love Friday's music. I'm very biased. But what's going on? How you playing the music? Just show fair.
Yeah, because I was just listening to the music.
Oh, okay. But anyways, welcome, Mr. Kane. We have not started the conversations yet, but welcome. Greet our people so we can get started. What's going on?
Uh, as you can see, I'm tired, and because I danced too much last night.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and but it's good to be here. Uh, you know, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. It's good to be here, even though I just seen um, the headline for the show as to who will be the next president and why. I don't think you want my opinion on this upfront, so I will listen. I will watch and listen, especially to you, Steve, and our audience. And I want when you expand on the issue, we should try to see whether the lines are okay in Liberia, and then we'll come back and we'll talk after we hearing from the people in Liberia. And then we can also open the line to the people in the diaspora, so we can have a conversation. Because these are, I don't know where you came from with the question. These are the real question right now that people need answer for. Yeah, but it's good to be here. I'm happy that not only that I danced yesterday to celebrate the independence, but the meat that we're planning to eat today to the park. And the people say we should play football. There you go. I just worry about my tomorrow now. Because the way you're not still on and I play football and then you have forced me to play football, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, if that mean, but tomorrow will be available. So that mean, if you can't show
Oh,
fair,
so my wife is saying not working today. Eh?
I
She
know.
has on the show like that.
I know what you want to show early like do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The other person say I can see here right now. I can see a lot of people.
Oh, lot of people there.
No, I can see Glendy too. But she says she's coming, but we're still waiting for her. Yeah. But yeah, you're welcome. Your morning, your good evening, your everything. Because now, I just want to talk the politics thing. Well, wait for Steve in the building.
But Mr. Kane, I mean, just before we come to that topic, because there are prerequisites, there are things that would lead up to that question or that would answer that question or help us at least give us an insight. I don't want to ask about the noise that's going on here because we'll get to that. But this idea of one round, is that possible? Is it possible for one group, whether it's the opposition or the ruling government, is it possible and possible to have the quote unquote one round victory, whether it's from the Joseph Boakai side or it's from the George Weah side, who are claiming that they will win this election on one round? What do you say? Because we need to get to that first before we get to the presidency.
Okay. I like that question. First of all, that is right there. The signal, a clear manifestation as to who the people are. Both Boakai people and Sidicians are deceptive, and the thing about people are stupid. CDC is saying first round, 1 round because CDC want to cheat. Boakai people are saying 1 round, first round because they know exactly where they are. They know. They are pretending. They know very well the last election that Boakai went through, Boakai was defeated 14-1. Since that time, Boakai is aging. Since that time, Boakai's health is deteriorating. And Boakai now take Prince Johnson and his son and made him vice president. Amen. Bring a real whole night, 24 hours, in all full of buggy. And the Jew coming full of a buggy. You think be buggy that they don't know? All the people that are saying 1 round, that's so deception. So lies. They know exactly where they are. Boakai had everything. They were fresh government. After ruling the country for 12 years, they had all the government employees at their disposal. They had the name recognition. They had the machinery of the United Party in all the counties. After winning 2 successful elections, Liberia were tired with them, but they still had leverage. That's why even up to today, Boakai is not campaigning, but Boakai stay being recognized. They got the name recognition because they serve the Liberian people, or they rule the Liberian people for 12 years. You ask them, okay, how are you going to win first round? Boakai can win Lofa County. Now Lofa is in question. Boakai won't win Lofa County, Steve. Lofa is not in question. Bapolu and Lofa, they were the one that gave Joseph Nima Boakai a chance to go to the second round. Bapolu is not even in reach. Clarence Monuba is in Lofa. Vahu, Kolahu, Masambola, the whole bandit belt. They're going to vote for Clarence Monuba. CDC, FOIA, and all the other people where that got a lot of Gishi people, CDC now have infiltrated that area. CDC might not win it, but both CDC and Clarence Monuba are taking a lot from Joseph Boakai in Lofa. If Lofa the only player that the man won, how come he can win again? Let alone to talk about first round victory. Right there in Bon County, you saw the crowd the CPP put up in Bon County. Just yesterday, or day before yesterday, 1,000 pastors. You people that are Christian, you all know better. Me, I'm a Muslim. But I know if 1,000 Muslim from 1,000 Imam celebrate or endorse any candidate, that's a big deal. I'm not saying it's a show win, but that is the big deal. Because you know what? All those pastors got following. They got people that believe in them. They got people that trust their judgment. They got people that they can talk to, they can preach to every weekend, sometimes on a daily basis. Then they are respected. So it's not possible, Steve. It's not possible. They're just daydreaming. They're deceiving themselves. They know exactly what's going on with them. I'm telling you, CDC is aware that they will not win. They don't got support in Liberia.
So,
Get people to come out.
So-
Joseph Boakai and people that know that they got nothing. That many people are rejecting Joseph Boakai.
so Mr. Kane, while you are talking to that, let me infuse this question because you need to answer this question before we move any further. So, what we're talking in the context of second round, Tilia Ure did a post. I want to reference that post because it's important for us to keep some of these things into context. So generally, what you are saying, by all means, there will be a second round.
100%.
And I can agree with you because our election cycles, previous elections, histories, records have shown for the most part that most recently, and in the most recent past, we've always gone to second rounds. Now,
Yes. And to just agree with you on that point, where in the world you will have 20 candidates running for president, and the law in Liberia is not like simple majority. It is about 50 plus 1. If the election was based on simple majority, wherein they say anybody get more vote, and then you'll be fighting just to come first.
right?
Then it's over. They call that one simple majority. But wherein they say 50 plus 1, it means that you must have over 50% of the vote.
True.
Joseph Boakai got 28% of the vote. There was even alleged that that vote was inflated just because they believe that Ellen and the people didn't believe that time that if Boakai was going to go in the second round with the likes of Bronsky,
We are.
Bronsky was going to win the election.
You mean we are?
If we are going to go to second round with Bronsky was going to win the election.
Okay.
So they inflated it because they felt like Joseph Boakai was the soft target. They could have beaten Joseph Boakai easily. And guess what? They got what they wanted. That's why they defeated Joseph Boakai 14 to 1 county. So that one county now is in jeopardy.
So let me agree with you. And yes, by all indications, it seemed to be staged because they knew that the Liberian people would not elect the Unity Party for a third term. They knew that the Liberian people wanted change. President George Weah was popular at the time. However, his popularity started to dwindle and started being questioned when he became senator. But yet, he did nothing, said nothing. So the people now were gravitating towards someone or something different. And they could not, again, Charles Walker Bronsky could not go into the second round because that would automatically make him a serious challenger and a contender. The Liberian people would have gravitated towards him. Neither could Alexander Cummings have been allowed to go into the second round, knowing that he was a newcomer, even though his name was, like we're saying, ringing at the time, but he was a newcomer, and it is fair to the Liberian people that the people did not know him at that time. So they didn't want to take that chance. Bringing Joseph Boakai, who already has the stigma of the Unity Party that the people did not want, and make the way easy. But let's move forward a little bit from this second round conversation because we know there will be a second round. Whether you go to the sky, you come back. CDC can make themselves feel good. Unity Party can make themselves feel good. With the entitlement syndrome, they can do that all they want to do in their head. That's the right to pass the round and make themselves feel good. A 1 round victory, and we'll give them 1 round victory. But here's the issue. Here is the sticky issue. This election would be determined in the second round. In the second round, we know for a fact, based on information that you and I got, we will know who has really been opposition from day one and who has been playing to be opposition, as we've said. But look at the post that Taylor you wrote. Let me read it really quick because it's interesting. This speaks volume of the minds. People have already started preparing for second round. People have already started preparing for second round. Let me read what Taylor you wrote. Let me read what Taylor wrote quick. Y'all should pray ha, y'all win first round because I don't see who y'all will get in opposition to endorse y'all in second round. All your vindictiveness and hate continue fighting. So, in other words, people look, the actors, the Liberian people know that there will be a second round. But again, you're listening to because this is important. The second round is not determined in second round. It does not mean because you are opposition. When you get to second round, automatically all the oppositions will just come and troop because people are allergic to Joey or they hate Joey. The question now, which is banging, and holding, is Mr. Kane. When you get to second round, like Telia you said, I will read it again. Y'all should really pray hard. Y'all win first round. Y'all win first round. Because I don't see who y'all will get in the opposition to endorse y'all in second round. With all your vindictiveness and hate, continue fighting. Mr. Kane, if this election is for second round to be determined in second round, who do you think has a better seated chance in the second round of getting a rally or people to come around there to get them to the finishing line? What do you think? Last time it was CPP. This time around, what are our options? This time
around is a CPP. That's why it's important for the CPP to fight to get to the second round.
I'm not sure if you can call me.
That call is you were not muted, Steve, so be careful with that. CPP is in a better position in the second round. Let me tell you something. This election, and keep this video, save this video, and ask me later. If the CPP goes to the second round, it doesn't matter who is in the second round, Steve. CPP will win. It doesn't matter. If Cummings goes to the second round, it doesn't matter whether it's with CDC or UP, Cummings will win the presidency. The day the election commission announced the result, and you hear the CPP going to the second round, just put at the back of your mind that day that Cummings is the next president of Liberia. The reason is very simple.
I will push you first before you get to your reason. I will push you first.
Okay.
Mr. Kane, you have said to the Liberian people, and this is an important conversation. Remember, you have the incumbency. Remember, you have the issue of resource. Also, remember, you have the president and the CDC who are in charge of running the affairs of the nation or the state at this point. Why do you think and feel that if the CPP makes it to the second round, or when the CPP makes it to the second round, it's an automatic victory? Why? I mean,
because in every election, the people always gravitate towards change. Listen to me. People always gravitate towards change. The reason why people are confused right now, because Cummings kind of join forces with other people that don't represent anything that resembles change. So Cummings joining the CPP confused a lot of Liberians. They want him, they like him. They think he has an answer. But when communist is in there with Bernard Ure, who represent nothing that look like change, then the people get confused. When communist is in a coalition with Joseph Nima Boakai, who has been in government for 42 years and nothing to show for it, that confused many Liberians whether or not communist is really a change agent. When you are in bed with people that have been destroying the country, that actually got the country to where this country is right now. And not only that, Baka was not even far away. It's not a Baka did it in 20 years ago or 30, 40 years ago. Baka was just there. Just now. So the Liberian people know now that Joseph Boakai represent the past. They've been there, he had the opportunity. There's nothing, there's no new idea. There's not any new thing that Joseph Boakai can bring to the Liberian people that he couldn't bring. Why in the government? Joseph Boakai had never told anybody that I propose this or these ideas of mine, these policy prescriptions to Ellen refused. No, the idea was not there, and it's still not there. And there's no new people in Joseph Boakai's camp that provided anything new that can change the country for the better. The idea is not there. He had the opportunity. He never had anything, and he does not have anything right now. All they want is just to come back there angry that they were prematurely removed from them because they think they're supposed to be there for 24 years. So Steve, Joseph Boakai is history. Represent what happened to Liberian people yesterday when people say corruption was a vampire and everybody in the country got corrupt or become corrupt. Now, Joey came there, they say, okay, these people, they are corrupt. We can't give them the country back. We give it to you, George Weah. Then George Weah to say, okay, everybody, they didn't do nothing. I'll come and deal with you. So, like, from worse to ridiculous, from bad to worse. As a matter of fact, Steve, Liberian people are not talking. Liberian people are not talking. But the people that are talking mostly are the people who trying to talk to make people feel like they are something or they got something. Joseph Boakai is the history. George Weah is the present. Communist is the future. People have the right to vote for anybody they want to vote for. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but that is the fact. And whenever you speak of change in any election, that's why the most incumbency chief, he can be marked with fraud. That's why mostly they always rig the election because people will always be changed. We human being, always like new thing. Even you got a brand new car right now. When new car comes up, that's the car you want. It's just, even you got all kind of soup in the house. If you cook new soup today, you want to try that one first. The other one part, you already know, yeah, it is. And the men that are, you will have a thing. When they see the new one, they want to get the older, that one, the different thing in their mind right now. They want to see what's going on down there first. So people, it might be by nature, we just learn new things. And I can tell you, Steve, if the election is held today, it's even possible that CPP can come first. Not to say they will win first round, but to be in the first position is very possible. Meaning to accumulate more votes is very possible, Steve, because people learn new things and people want to experiment You know what Kumis has because they already know what Jowia can do. They already know what Baka has.
But Mr. Kane, you have to be honest. You haven't addressed my question of how do you rally people around in the second round, because this question is
The second round,
yes,
it's easy.
We know that there will be a second round.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell you why. Okay, let me tell you why.
Because with my torso,
I got you. I got your point.
No, here's my question. With my torso, Mr. Cummings has not been a saint in this whole process. He's burned some bridges as well. What about his actions or his inactions? With my torso. So
all right, let me tell you about that.
How does he rally up the second round? How does Joseph Boakai, who ran now, putting say all in Gary by tricking people, lying to people, and see someone is supporter, even admitting that he's a con man?
Okay, let me tell you now. Let me answer your question. Now I got your question. Let me tell you.
Right.
You know, both seditions, Weayans, Boakai, UPS, all the yen and this and that, including their leaders themselves.
The yin and yang there.
The yen and PS and whatever. They all believe, Steve, and this is clear, this is not even a joking matter. They all believe, if you ask them, they don't hide it. They say, to be honest, Komi is the right person. They all agree with that. You understand? The reason why Komis can win in the second round against anybody, here is the reason. Everybody in Liberia, even the one that don't support Komis, they say Komis is the right person. Komis has the answer. But if we are not in it, I'll vote for Komis. Let's see. We know Komis, Komis got the answer. We know the problem that economic. Komis is an economist. Komis has a track record of changing people's life. Komis has a track record of managing an economy that can double and triple or quadruple Liberia's, budget.
Yeah.
So both of them agree, both groups agree that Komis is the better person if that person was not in the picture. You see it? You people are saying Komis is the better person, but the man stay young, the man stay new. If Baka was not in it, at least we can look at him. You people saying that. The angry one, they will not say that because they feel that Komis is the one taking the chance from them. But all the good ones, then good human beings that believe in a changed Liberia, in a better Liberia, they know that Komis is the answer. And they agree with that. They're saying it. Same thing. CDC are saying, Charlie Bronsky and Komis, if this was now Jowia's second term running for second term, we will have voted for them. Let Komis wait for 2029. CDC will vote for him. So that means if Jowia is not in the picture, where do you think they will go? They already know, they already saying that they believe that Komis is better than both the people. So if their person is not in the picture, they will vote for the Komis. UP people, if Baka is not there, let me tell you, someone that are angry, they're angry. They begin to know on the show here. You calling, yeah, man. One second.
So
we're on the show, okay? You don't watch the show?
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to be a journalist and then you're supposed to be reporter. We want to show. You know we want to show, then you calling me? Yeah, man. So
yeah, Steve, lay your thought. I beg you, lay your thought.
Yeah. So to conclude, the reason why Komis can win any of them, because all of them believe that Komis is the better person. The only reason why they are not going Komis' way because of their commitment to their party, their love and loyalty to people leading their party. So if those people are not in the picture, that is automatically switch. And you hardly found that with Jowia. Nobody in the UP will say, I wish Joseph Baka was not in the picture, I'll be voting for Jowia. Or I wish Jowia was not in the picture, I'll be voting for Joseph Baka. You know that's not the case. So that's the reason why anybody Komis go to second round way, that person will win. Kumi will win that person automatically.
Okay. Anybody? So I want to clear out something that you said earlier. Does this mean that Mr. Cummings?
You see, Papi Flomo just say the same thing. I'm telling you, there are thousands and millions of people thinking like that. If their person not in the funny, they will vote for Cummings. Same thing with UP people.
So does it mean that most of the voters, instead of voting on competence, results driven, the facts about people that are able to address, or a person that is able to address, the current situations, voting for leadership, they are gravitating towards personality or stuck with a party?
Yeah, because liberal politics is not driven by issue. The liberal politics is not driven. The liberal politics is driven by two major things. First and foremost, tribalism and sectionalism. Country solidarity. And secondly, party discipline. I belong to their party. Even if they know the other party is better than the other candidate in the other party is better than their candidate, but because of the party discipline, because of the tribalism embedded in their blood, because of they are blinded, because the loyalty they have. Let me tell you something. In Liberia, many voters in Liberia have no priorities. They don't even know what they want. They are driven by sentiment, tribalism, sectional solidarity, or party loyalty, Steve. Hey man, that's why most of these people then, because their behavior, the way they can behave to each other, so they believe the only way they can be somebody, the only way they can serve in government is with their party. Because with other party, they cross the line. The other party, they can go to the extreme. And the only job they think they can get in Liberia is government job. So if people are voting on issues, Steve, they wouldn't care about which party is in power. Because you know what? They're going to vote based on issue, believing that plus or minus government job, they will take their job. But they want to better the condition of other people. But all the people there, majority of the country, the literacy rate is high. And people, the ones that are educated, they are driven by loyalty and self-centeredness because they believe what is in it for them in their party, they will not get that in other parties. Because appointment in Liberia is not based on competence. It's based on party loyalty.
So Mr. Kane.
So that's what they prioritize their party first. They don't care about what's good for the country.
So and thank you for clarifying that so that the Liberian people can understand that. And I think that's one of the other things we can talk about. Liberia going forward, Liberia doing it. I think these are some of the things that have held us back for years. Instead of being loyal to what will benefit the general public or the better good of the nation, we're mostly fixated, fascinated, and gravitated towards personalities, popularity, tribal association, party mandate. Like the party mandate does anything for your life. It doesn't. Let's just be honest. The personalities that we push or that we think we would celebrate and bring to power, most of the time when they come there, they don't even care about you. Some of you, the same thing with some people who used to follow Costa, used to cost us on the show. Some of them will be the same people that will call behind closed doors and say, Sekou, can you please tell Costa to answer my call? How do you live your life like that? But that is their choice. That is their choice. Those are the choices they've made. But something else I wanted to focus on here, because this is important for us to navigate and talk about within the opposition ranking. even though the opposition was infiltrated, or it's still up until now infiltrated. I don't know to what level, to what extent. And when I say the opposition, I mean, Cummings, Tiawan Gonglo, and Moluba. I will say to anybody, Jose Yuma Bwaga is not an opposition. I stand by that. And again, the facts will come out as to why he's not. You'll get vest or you'll want to get vest. But here is the issue, Mr. Kane. Here is the issue. The issue is, most recently, we've seen more like a coordinated attack from the US. And I wouldn't use the word attack. I would take that word back. One of the very first time I'm taking something back. We've seen more like the US coming out to speak, followed by Costa. I believe this is now mutual exclusive. This is not coordinated. This is not just something that was not coordinated. It seemed well planned, calculated, and the timings are strategic, as evidenced by the fact that when Costa spoke, it didn't take too long, Banana Ure spoke. Followed by Telia Ure, who has not spoken verbally, but she's been doing serious jobs, and been venting. Costa follows up with a couple of posts and so forth. I know somebody wake up the next day and say, I will just launch, the different posts back to back, which was yesterday. Here is my question. Who benefits from all of this rigmarole? How does this affect, impact, change the voters' perception or their minds? And who's at the disadvantage of all of these things that's going on, Mr. Kane? What do you think?
In all of this, the person who turned to benefit is the Alexander Commission and the CPP, but I don't think they are taking advantage of it enough. Every day, Joseph Boakai's lack of leadership is being displayed every day. Lack of management skill is being displayed every day. Deception, betrayal of his supporters, his most loyal supporters, is being in display every day. Joseph Boakai, lack of leadership to even maintain the structure of this unity party is been showing every day. When Joseph Boakai became the leader of the CPP, when CPP was the hope and aspiration, a beacon of hope for the Liberian people, which was proven by the result of 2020 election, when Joseph Boakai became the heir, he was killed. He was the first to say, we have agreed that everybody should go pathway, when that was not the case.
So he lied.
So he lied to the Liberian people. He deceived the Liberian people. So with George Weah, every day, if they're not corruption, if they're not stealing, they're killing. If they're not killing, they're missing children. If they're not missing children, they're rape. If they're not rape, one bad thing after another, one bad thing after another. If they're not rape, they're drug trafficking allegation. If they're not drug trafficking allegation, they're money laundering allegation. If they're not money laundering, one bad thing from another, Steve. So Joseph Boakai is not showing leadership. And Joseph Boakai went and added insult to injury. Joseph Boakai went and hired Prince Johnson in his Peking to be his vice president. Can you imagine? So all these things benefit Cummings and the UP. Cummings and the CPP. But I don't think they are taking advantage of it, especially in terms of media and propaganda. I don't know people who are actually running the campaign for Cummings. I don't know what they are doing. Mr. Cummings, you must give it to him. Charlie Bronsky, you must give it to him. Her. She is doing well. Mr. Cummings is doing well as human being. But the campaign team, all the team commies, they are not doing enough. Or maybe they are doing enough, but it looks like the whole idea of coalition or collaboration that they have, the marriage is not stable. Some people within the marriage, they have second thought. Some of them are yet to actually agree that they ain't so gonna married. That is a fact. Some people that call themselves ANC, some of them don't believe that they're in collaboration. I'm not even talking about the one in America here. In Liberia there are people then that call themselves ANC. They are not happy with being in the collaboration. They think they are isolated. Some of them think they're not getting the position they deserve. Some of them think they're not getting the attention they deserve. So they are not taking advantage of the collaboration to expand their reach. Steve, if these people, to be honest with you, I still believe the ANC portion of the CPP, they're not wake up yet. And they're not ready yet. So when they say thing is the whole CPP thing is just some other project came there to help them. The other project came into the collaboration to help ANC. Some of them don't believe that they have a collaboration. I'm just telling you the truth, Steve. If the ANC people were wholeheartedly into this collaboration to help commies, if they were working the way commies is working, if they were working the way, I mean, how many times you have heard ANC chairman speaking for commies, going to radio station to campaign for commies in the CPP? How many times have you seen Aloysius told the Secretary General of the ANC? How many times have you seen him getting involved in the whole CPP thing, like the way they were when they were just ANC? Let's put the facts to where it belongs. The ANC version of the CPP, most of them, not all of them, don't get me wrong, most of them, especially the chairman and some of the key players within that ANC arrangement, some of them feel like joining the CPP was a demotion for them because they will now have that proximity with commies because other people now are part of it. In fact, that creation of team commies killed some of them vision because other people were invited in that they believe with the presence of those people, they will be like a demotion for them because they will not be seen. They will not have the leverage that they want. Some of them feel like that. That's why some of them finding it difficult to function properly as CPP. That's why, in fact, they even get used to calling themselves CPP is still a problem for them. Some of them, they're not doing it by mistake. They're doing it on purpose. They feel like ANC by itself would have been better off. And forgetting to know that ANC by itself without the CPP is nothing, is zero. Because a lot of people believe that ANC people got this problem, got that problem. So those guys in Liberia right now, some of them, their mindset, in fact, is that whenever commies form, the actual campaign team, which I believe will be launched very soon, after August 5th, most of them think, say, the people that were mentioned in team commies, those are CPP people. All of them want to be campaign chairman for Monserrato, campaign chairman for Nimba, campaign chairman for they play the one they put it to be so ANC people then. Some of them, I'm just telling you, I'm giving you information that they will not like for me to say. And until you can graduate and understand that the value of CPP is way bigger than anything ANC represent, that's just a fact. The man who is your chairman, the man is corrupt more than the war itself. The man is working everything your way than taking. The man is not anywhere campaigning for commission. In fact, somebody told me say the man that honor cover UP your supporter. You don't like it, their business. So the reason why CPP is alive, Steve. Liberian people believe that commies get answer for Liberia. And Musa Ability is working very, very hard. And those people that they appointed, they call them team commies, in as much as we're not giving them all their credit. Some of them working. Some of them working. You see what's going on in Bonkante with Henry Yala? You see how many times George Wishno being out there every day promoting the message of commies? How can the other opponent not doing it? Because some of them feel like, okay, we don't know what they bring on the opponent, taking all opposition there from all. So some of them fighting right now, they are worried right now to be campaign chairman. In Mosuado, in Cape Mo, in other area, in Bomi. So their worry is not about winning or commies winning the presidency. It's what's in it for them. The same thing go everywhere, Steve. That is the problem. So commies got the easiest way to become president if you make it to the second round, because you know what, the Liberian people are resolved. And Liberian people want change. And the only way they can get that change is through commies, because Boakai does not represent change. George Weah is a failure. Boakai is a history. Plain and simple. And people, everywhere you go, people want change. I'm just disappointed that there are a lot of people in the ANC, especially the one in Liberia. They do nothing.
Hey, man,
how can you be chairman for a party? You see Musa Belete, who's the chairman of the Liberty Party, every day Musa Belete from radio station, from social media platform to social media platform, Musa Belete going as far as making his own podcast to promote the image of communists in the CPP. How many times you see Daniel Nathan doing that? How many times you see him and Luscious Toe doing that? And the rest of it. They're not serious.
Well, Mr. Kane, I'm not sure about his CPP, but to Luscious Toe's credit, Councillor Luscious Toe credit, not only that he's been on this platform, he's been on other platforms to make the case. I will give him that credit.
Before the new CPP, right?
I think we're in a new CPP. I think he appeared on the show here.
Once or twice. Other show. No, that's not true.
Once or twice, yes, he has.
Yeah, maybe one time, but I don't even remember that. I think that was before if all that has happened, it was before the
no. After CPP, after Joseph Yuma Boakaren left, he did appear here.
How many times?
I think once or twice.
How many other platforms have seen him?
I don't know because I'm not following.
Okay, how many times was able to be here?
I don't know. Many different times.
Okay, how many times was able to be on closing argument? How many times was able to on spoon talk?
Many different times.
I'm just telling you.
But I agree with that part of the
Are you even counting? So you want to do that's a defeat for him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree he should be doing more. But at the same time, too, we can't take away the fact and make it seem like he has not done anything.
They're not doing anything.
No,
do nothing.
I'm not backing you, but I'm speaking the
question. If you are not doing enough,
he has done some work. He should be given credit.
Let me tell you something. You can apply all the force, all the pressure, all the power, all the strength. If you're not moving an object from point A to point B, you are doing nothing. So whether you appear 1 or 2 times, if that is not making, how many person can tell you say their mind is changed because what Aloysius Toe and Dana Nathan been doing? They're not doing enough. Dana Nathan is 0+.
Dana Nathan, Dana Nathan, I don't have any.
Okay.
Before
Aloysius Toe too is not doing enough.
I agree. You can say
he deserves no credit.
But he's done something. No, I'll give him credit. He's done
something.
You
give it to him, but I'm just telling you.
You can say he hasn't done enough, but I'll give him credit. I will say he hasn't done enough and let him do enough. That's fine. But to say to just take it, Dana Netien.
Okay, okay. Tell me why.
Embarrassment.
Forget about Dana Netien now. Tell me why Lesotho have done, or why he has done. Why is he doing?
Alosha Store has been throughout with the CPP.
Where?
Alosha Store, as evidence by that, Alosha Store was even implicated. Alosha Store was one of the people that was sued.
Man, that was
no. We can't do that, Mr. Cannon. We can't do that. That's not.
What do you mean?
That's not fair to Alosha Store. No, that is not fair. Dana Netien, I'm 100% support that Dana Netien is.
You're telling me now, since the CPP now, what Alosha Store is doing,
and Dana Netien should not even be the face of ANC. Dana Netien is corrupt. Dana Netien is a crook.
Nobody is arguing.
He's not a serious man.
Nobody is arguing that.
The ANC and the CPP should let him go.
They're all in the
We have called them out to do that a long time ago. They are still stubbornly refusing. Mr. Alexander Cummings should let Dana Netien go. Dana Netien is not an added value. In fact, Dana Netien is a burden. He is a burden. He is a burden and a distraction. He is as corrupt as the we-are-led government and as other people who are in the Senate who are corrupt. Dana Netien is a crook. He's not a serious man. Let this man go. In fact, Dana Netien is low energy. He brings nothing to the ANC. Look, and you say, I want to agree with you. If the Liberty Party had not worked with the CPP to revitalize the CPP, the Cummings campaign, and other people who are not even ANC people had not worked with Mr. Cummings, telling them a different story, they will be talking. Because faces like Dana Netien would have held them down. People like Dana Netien would have posted in the gallery. People like Dana Netien would have brought some serious problem to Mr. Cummings' credibility and his message because he's been collecting the money too. So Dana Netien needs to go. I'm saying it openly. I stand by what I say here. Dana Netien needs to go. If the ANC is serious, if the CPP is serious, Dana Netien needs to go. Dana Netien is not added value.
No. Let me say this, Steve. Let me say this. You can criticize Dana Netien, like I've told you, but suggesting that Dana Netien need to go.
Yes, I stand by that. He needs to go. It's a crook.
Let me talk now. Dana Netien need to go. You can say that, and that is your right. But no good leader will take such of action at this point. That is called rocking the boat.
Okay, then no good leaders should criticize other people who in the camp too who are criminals.
Remember, if you come to do that, and then I'll just leave you and maybe you.
No, finish.
Yeah, when I finish, then you can talk. You know me, I don't do well under those kind of conditioning. Here's the thing. We said, I lost your store, Dana Netien, and many others in the ANC in Liberia. We said they are not doing enough. They need to double up their effort. They need to wake up. They need to forget about the whole idea of position or who is doing what, who is not doing what when it comes to Cummings. They need to look at the bigger picture. They need to accept the fact that it is no longer ANC, that it is a collaboration, that they have to be willing to work along with other people. All they can do, and that will improve their standing, that will increase the chances of Mr. Cummings, is their willingness to work with other people to say, yes, CPP, it is. Let's work together. But they're going slow. They are going slow. The effort Alosha used to make from the CPP original form when ANC was ANC, when ANC was not even in any collaboration, the Alosha Store we knew then, we want to see that same Alosha Store now. Dana Netien, who is doing nothing, who is zero, Mr. Cummings cannot fire, or CPP or ANC cannot remove this guy. We have 3 months or less than 3, maybe 2 months to the election. That is called rocking the boat. A lot will happen. It will cause more damage than good. All you can do, you can force them, you can persuade them to work, to do more, to work harder. But you cannot dismiss him in the middle of an election. That's not how it works, Steve. Let me tell you this. See, this end, you people will be happy to see that kind of big thing happening right now. Oh, ANC not fire their chairman. ANC fire, ANC chairman is removed. That is another major distraction. But criticizing them, forcing them to do more. Mr. Cummings is not stupid. I know very well Cummings is aware of the fact that Daniel Natem is dysfunctional. He know it. Mr. Cummings is not stupid because Mr. Cummings being a manager, administrator. He knows. But when it comes to rocking the boat in the middle of the sea, when the sea is angry, shaking, there and there, when you rock the boat, my man, I think you can fall off. So, Daniel Natem, he has not been doing anything. They can force him to do something. They can persuade him to do something. If he doesn't, then after the election, win or lose, they can take action on him. Same thing, Alonso Stowe is not being the Alonso Stowe that everybody knows. Alonso Stowe needs to double up his effort. Everybody in the CPP, they need to work together. They need to get used to the fact that it is a CPP, it's not ANC. As a matter of fact, they all need to know that there will be no ANC on the ballot. It's only going to be CPP. The sooner you get used to that, the better it will be for you and your party people. The sooner you get used to the fact that it's only going to be CPP, not ANC, the better you will stop confusing your voters. When you say ANC, GPP, ANC, CPP, some people be going to that booth looking for ANC, but they will not find it. And you will do more. You are respected more as CPP than what you are as ANC. A lot of people supporting CPP, Mr. Cummings right now, they're supporting him because of that name, CPP. It's going to be with just ANC. A lot of people supporting Cummings, they will not even openly support Cummings. They don't want to associate with certain people in ANC. But with a collaboration, they feel like it will be something that will somehow represent a broader spectrum of the Liberian society. Other people, they are blended. They are somehow being labeled in a certain way. But now that there will be no ANC on the ballot, that shouldn't be a worry of anybody. I think they should do more, but they shouldn't fire anybody at this point.
And Mr. Kana, let me agree with you on a few points before I disagree with you first. The first few points I want to agree with you on is the fact that people from ANC or Liberty Party some people need to get this thing clear. You are no longer ANC or Liberty Party. Nobody knows ANC tonight. You need to sell what's going to be on the ballot. Forget about all your personal attachments. It don't make any sense. It will not benefit you. Again, let's say who said, when people go, they will see CPP on that ballot. They will not see ANC. They will not see Liberty Party. No. And the sooner you start to migrate from that mindset of Liberty Party, ANC, and strategically push CPP in a more uniformed or unified way, it will make a difference, a huge difference, because it's part of your voters' education and so forth. Let me tell you something. When these people speak, who want to go against you, they speak in terms of, the ANC people, that. What they are doing, they're trying to create a divide. And it's working because some of you are gravitating towards it and buying into it. So I agree with Sekou on that 100%. But that one are your business. You don't want to take it at your business because you're no plenty. You're no more than all. When we count the same thing with Unity Party people, your cause us, some of your CP people, some of your ANC people, and your Liberty Party people. When we call Kumis ni, we criticize Kumis, you get very your throat temper tension. That your business, we're not worried about you. That one issue. I'm saying it to you today. And that one issue. We will criticize everybody here. If you don't want Mr. Kumis to be criticized, then your tell Mr. Kumis to not be in the Labron politics. That we can criticize the odious man in the whole race. Joe Paul, that Kumis can criticize. You'll go somewhere else. But let me disagree with Mr. Kumis. Let me disagree with Mr. Kane on this thing here. I want to disagree with Mr. Kane on this thing. I agree that Councillor Luscious too needs to, because I believe he's younger, he understands the politics. I'm not sure to what extent he's involved, but I also agree that maybe he should make his presence more felt, out here and so forth. But maybe he's doing some work behind. I don't know. But I think I agree with you that more should be done. I will use that word. When it comes to Dana Nathan, the party ANC can remove Dana Nathan. I don't know what the constitution says, but they should probably visit and see if that option is there. I don't care if the boat will be rocky or not, if the boat will be shaky. Some people need to go. Dana Nathan needs to go. Dana Nathan is a serious impediment to the message of Mr. Cummings to criticize other people in the Senate. It's a serious problem. And that's something that, and this thing here, Dana 2-3 days they used to be talking it. Dana Jenna Bennett, Dana Nathan been collecting all the brown money. That today? Dana today? So what are they keeping Dana Nathan there for? Maybe they know something that we don't know. Maybe part of the ANC or the CPP people, they let corrupt people too. Maybe they let corrupt people. And I hear the sugarcoat anything. You think I will criticize Joria, I criticize Joseph Waga, then I can't play safe with CPP people and say, in the ANC, it's too late now. Dana Nathan that crook, he needs to go. Me, I say that. I'm encouraging the ANC and the CPP. Dana Nathan needs to go. He's not an added value. What are you bringing? What are you doing? Look, Mr. Kenneth. This
all right. Let me ask you. I'm just asking you. Then you will continue talking,
please.
First of all, you said Dana Nathan is not an added value.
No.
Granted. Being there right now as he is
Mm-hmm.
and taking him out, which one will be costly politically, in your opinion?
In my opinion, because politics involves psychology and you got to be strategic about your move and deliberate as well. Moving him will benefit Cummings' message of change more than keeping him there. Because Dana Nathan is not just anybody. He is the chairman. No. Let me lay on this point. Listen, we are speaking in context here. Dana Nathan is the chairman of ANC. By extension, he is the face of ANC. If he is corrupt, that means ANC is corrupt. I'm very serious. How can Dana Nathan be the chairman and be no, Mr. Kennedy, this is serious. And Dana Nathan is collecting the same money that you are criticizing DeLong and other senators then off.
Steve.
But you asked me a question and I'm responding.
Yeah, Steve. I think we should move to something else. And I know the reason why I'm saying this. Let's move to something else. Let me tell you this. If
something else.
Yeah, if
my point here, Dana Nathan needs to go.
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, I understand. But let me say this. Yeah, you know why I like SKTV? Having opposing opinion like this, I like it. But let me tell you this. Daniel Nathan has not been functioning. But if your belief or your reason for Daniel Newton to be kicked out or removed from his position.
Yes.
If that is based on a fact that you want something good for commies.
Mhm.
If it's predicated upon the fact that you want commies to gain something, then insisting that Daniel Trent in intent should be kicked out at this point, taking time into consideration, giving the amount of time left for the election, creating that commotion, that feeling within your inner circle, that is not leadership.
That is leadership.
If you listen now, listen. If you are saying it because, as a matter of fact, the more communist focus or CPP focus, you know what, Daniel Nete is not that much of a factor right now, because the chairmanship of the CPP within the collaboration is with the Liberty Party at this point. Daniel Nete's function is not that huge. Daniel Nete would have been valuable if he was still functioning properly to market Mr. Cummings in the CPP as a chairman of one of the collaborating parties. The fact that he's not doing that is like he's not adding more, but he's not taking away much. I'm just telling you this. He's not taking away much. Matter of fact, there's been nothing on the ballot as called ANC.
Mr. Kennedy, if you go that route, we'll end the conversation. We're not dropping. Because Daniel Nete, directly or indirectly, and let's not sugarcoat this.
No, I'm not. Listen, okay, you are confusing two things.
Okay.
Let me tell you the two things. You are confusing the fact that what Daniel Nete is doing or what he's not doing as a senator. And that is not my focus. And that's not the focus of my argument. Daniel Nete is correct. We all agree with that. Daniel Nete being in boat with George Weah and his people, then we all agree with that. But that is not the conversation here. The conversation here, what is he doing to add or subtract to the campaign? So removing him at this point is too late. You can let him be where he is. He's not adding or subtracting anything. It would have been better if he was adding something. But the fact that he's not adding or subtracting anything, as a matter of fact, ANC not going to be on the ballot, Daniel Nete is irrelevant. He would have been valuable if he was functioning. The fact that he's not functioning, isolate him, do whatever you do. After the election, you take action on him. But it will be a distraction to even focus on Daniel Nete, what he's doing, what he's not doing, to create that mixed feelings among yourself, to create that problem, that distraction. We should be focusing on how to convince the people. As a matter of fact, even discussing this alone more, you know what happened? It brings a lot of attention to commies when it comes to youth.
But it should.
No, okay. So that means you are not in this for commies.
But I'm not in it for nobody.
No.
I'm in it for the right thing.
You just told me you're in it because you want action to benefit commies.
Yeah, but if you're not doing the thing that you're supposed to do,
no. The more you talk about this,
Mr. Kennedy,
I'm not telling you.
No, Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah, I don't care. You know whatever. But you say.
No. You're not do that. You're not do that.
The more you do this, the more you are throwing more light on the fact that commies himself is not functioning.
Yes, because
whether we know commission is functioning, but
so here's the issue.
You're trying to avoid what they call rocking the boat.
Mr. Kennedy, here's the issue.
You do that all the time.
No,
that's everything. Everybody will remove from position at the same time. That's why Joseph Boakai decision to remove Mo Ali and that guy, what's his name? Mo Ali and Ami Moda in the position in the middle of the heated election. People say it was not a leadership for him because you know what? It cost him. It caused a lot of division in the United Party. It's still affecting him today. If communists dare to do that right now in the middle of the election, it will hurt him greatly than it is right now. I rest my case. You agree? You don't agree? I agree with you.
So just before we move on,
Yeah.
I've always said it in public and in private. I support nobody in this election, whether you like it or not. My actions are pure, clear, and simple. Dana Nathan takes away from Cummings' messaging of change. He is the ANC chairman. When CPP go into a meeting, he goes there and represents the CPP, the ANC. He's a big stakeholder in this. Being a chairman and being a crook, taking government money and signing funny deals. Guess what? It puts a serious dent on the message and credibility of Mr. Cummings. I am saying I'm not going to be an host to talking because I don't believe in fakeness. Listen, I can never be a typical politician. I'm not in anything to lie. I'm not in anything to make what they call about anybody. That's not my era. Not my era. Dana Nathan is holding back the messaging. Dana Nathan. I have seen campaigns where the party chairman misbehaves, let him go. Especially if you're not adding nothing. Yo, come on, man. By the way, let's move on. Dana Nathan, I stand by what I said today. I will stand by it tomorrow unless the situation changes. Dana Nathan is a serious problem for the CPP and the ANC at large. He needs to go. He needs to be replaced. Whether today or tomorrow, the sooner the better. He needs to go. And that's sort of for the sugar code. But let's move to the next issue.
Yeah, I think we should take. We're gonna get 15 minutes in LeBron.
Yeah.
Let take some calls in Liberia. Let the both participate. So you see, some of the people they agree.
077-833-9682. That's the number to call to be part of the show. 077-833-9682. Yeah, please. Let me see what I can try this one too. Good evening. I'm great. Thank God your name and from where you join us. Seku, are you getting us?
Yes, I heard that person. But
Okay,
we say bro, they on the conversation you're calling. Oh, we had a man new Coca-Cola, but then I say nothing else. Yeah, we're not hearing the person. I wish I could hear the person.
All right, thank you so much. So let me get to the line, pick this call. Yeah, my brother, good evening. Your name and from where you join us? Okay, go ahead, Chief. All right. Yeah, thank you so much. So to the next caller. Good evening. Yeah, my brother, we're great. Thank God your name and from where you joining us? Quiet.
It is so sad and laughable on the part of Mr. Panic.
All right. Thank you so much to this caller. Good evening. Yeah, my dear, your name and from where you join us? Go ahead.
I want to thank you for the discussion. And in all fairness, I think that I don't want anybody who is corrupt to be their honorable comments. I think it's not going to be done as a thing. You know, we are not going to block down for corruption, but any code of competent jurisdiction. But why are you not talking about Musa Felipe, who is accused of stealing?
You say accused. Then you hello? Yeah, my dear, your name and from where you join us?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Matthew.
You know, I don't know what if I don't understand politics. Because sometimes will come on the platform, candidates will not even know something.
Go ahead, say what you want to say. Forget about all that one.
Who is starting talking with somebody not supporting, not doing well to support and
My mentor is campaigning for the man. You just listen to the man say, well, the man tell you that for somebody, the man keep telling you that you're enough for nobody. Why you want to force the man to be part of something that he's telling you that you're not part of? All right, thank you. All right, thank you. So to this caller, good evening. Yeah, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us?
I'm sorry for Ghana being the commenters. I think what we need to do now is have them to match the ideologies of COVID. Because COVID, the idea of changing this economy, and we don't need to be trying to reduce our vote. Because we'll be starting the campaign. And so what we need to do is to start discouraging people instead of discouraging people. That show that maybe you may see somebody may get more correction or whatsoever. No one is free. So what we need to do is to push the agenda. And he want to change this nation. He want to bring transformation to our country.
All right.
How we'll be able to market.
All right. So this caller, good evening. Okay, Chief Brian, go ahead, boss. I'm doing okay, thank God.
Yes, you know, right. And they say that has to be complete. Well, Musa is overshadowed by CCC and he doesn't know that coming out of win for tomorrow. Who is beneficial coming for a party? But you got to be careful that they say running for senatorial position in Bible. I know that when they not allocate anything for it, because who will rely on it to hold in that campaign for him. So, but most of the people who are qualified to take them with clear person of the campaign because you will be focused in county more as compared to going to other counties, spending more time to make sure that it's good.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, listening to I'm not sure, you know, for all platform and all kind of thing, I know that you want to capture and you want to capture it. I think it's really fun.
All right.
We more accepted it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So I don't know, Seku, we have 8 more minutes to go. Maybe you want to take a few calls from that side, or we want us to continue to take calls from here.
No, maybe we can. You're right. Let me open the line here. So, folks, if you are watching, okay, you know what? They guy stole Sarah's position today. This guy, when we still open the line in Liberia, my friend I call Brazilian, the mayor been on hold for 7 minutes.
Wow.
Yo, the Messi won't be the first today in line. So because the first time call out from our end here can get all the privileges.
That's great.
Ben. Hello, Ben. The honor cover CDC. Go ahead, my man.
Yeah, the sole proprietor of the High Blood Pressure Show.
Yes, sir.
I did this just to beat Mom. And that's what I said I would come.
And you did. You beat Brazilian Mon and Prince is next in line. Prince also beat Brazilian Mon today. Go ahead.
So what I wanted to say was that with the issue of Mr. Yetier, I think people come back to the comment because Mr. Cummings cannot remove this man. This man can only be removed by
a convention.
By convention. So when he's putting it out there, it's sending a negative reflection to Mr. Cummings' ability as him not knowing what to do. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, oh, why you can't remove this man out? No, Mr. Cummings cannot remove him. That is one thing. And the second thing is that leadership is not always about doing the right thing. Leadership is also how you can manage bad situations. This is a bad situation. How he manages this situation tells that he's a good leader. If you guys did not even bring this out, because he is able to manage this under the water. It is too close to election. It's too close to time to make these kind of changes. So I think you were right, and I think Steve can reconsider, what he said. But anyway, thank you.
Thank you, my man. Thank you, my man. Thank you for being on, and always, Prince, my man. For the first time, you beat Brazilian Monk today. Welcome.
Man, you know how many phones I gotta dial at the same time for me to get you?
I know. You know how many calls coming in right now?
I gotta dial 3 phones at the same time, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, Sekou. Thank you, man. Sekou, you know what? I somehow agree with you. And in fact, Nathan is not being relevant now because you guys are SKTV is mentioning this. Because the ship has sailed already. Look, there's a concern, and the concern is genuine. Even Sidiki Kamara, our brother in Liberia, called with concern with regards to Nathan. Nathan, we agree, he's running for
Sidiki Kroma.
Sidiki Kroma, yeah. Imagine, the man is running for senator. What is the place named Bopolu or somewhere, right?
Yeah, Bapolu County.
Bapolu County. And there is nothing about the CPP in that county that warrant to be mentioned. And we are here saying the guy is the chairman or the ANC. This guy is not doing his job. I mean, although there's a process in his removal, but I'm happy that the spotlight is being shone on him, and these guys need to be discussed, because if he doesn't do well for the CPP will not do well for him in Bopolu. He may not even win. So thank you for highlighting it. But my major reason of concern of calling Sekou today is with regards to even the very people on the ground who are claiming they want to help. They want to work in the process of pushing the message for the CPP. Most of them on the ground, I know, because the fact that Cummings is a rich man, so that kind of thing is casting shadow over the work he wants, the vision he wants to bring, and things he wants to do for Liberia. Most of them sit around. I mean, why the Unity Party don't have money to go? They're sending people in the bushes. People are volunteers to go to the places. Most of the young people sit around before they even go out there to do something. They want you to pay them or get them money before they go and do it. Yeah, we're not saying that you're not being incentivized for what you're doing, but most of them sat and just sit there and wait, expecting to get money before they go, because they feel that Cummings is a rich man, so he might just waste money on them. Look, this thing is about your own future. This thing is about your own well-being. This thing, Cummings has just decided to volunteer to give his last ounce of mention of goodness to this country. So you guys, the people need to step up. Look at what Young Canada are doing. The other day in River says, I called people there to come.
My man, we can go off the radio now.
Okay, just conclusion. I call people there because I affiliated with the church. Young Canada go while speaking Basa and lying to the people and telling the poor different thing. Democrat said the reason she didn't support coming because coming left her. Can you imagine that? What kind of the diabolical lie is that? But when I tell people about, they say, oh, but we can see CPP people here. There's nobody from CPP has come to meet us. They can only be done by the volunteer army. Folks, you're volunteer, you're elected a figure-headed man called Joe. We are your printed your own t-shirt. Now is the time for you to do the same for your own future. And what companies you want to give to the country. So you're together, you're rascal, you're do it for your own future. Stop waiting for handout. Yes, we will help you. We will provide the resources. So get out there and do the work. And we'll sponsor the work. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's take the next caller here. Steve, unless you got a caller, so we have a lot of calls coming in.
No. Just before we get out the radio, I want to clarify something.
Thank you. Because we are
I want
about
to
to
clarify
go.
something my brother Ben said because message can go far. I think all of us should do ourselves a service. Ben is a brother. When I say brother, I'm just when I say cool, behind the whole Facebook thing, we talk. In fact, when I go to Minnesota, Ben is one of my hosts in Minnesota. But here's the issue. I said, and I was clear. I said, even if I don't know if that's in the ANC's constitution to be able to remove the chairman. I know Mr. Alexander Cummings should remove him. Let's be clear. Let's not send messaging here. Nobody should not come and misconstrue what I said because I'm right here. I'm responsible for my words and I stand by what I say. I calculated in what I said and how I say it. That being said, I did not say Alexander Cummings should remove Nathan. I know that the party has the right to remove him. So let's not carry messaging. I stand by what I say here. The party must remove Nathan right now. That's my recommendation. When you want to do it, that's fine. What thing concern me? But I got a caller here. I got a woman on here, please.
Okay.
So
thank you so much. Thank you.
Why were you sorry?
No, but
that's another program right on our back. Sorry,
I know that I'm about fun. So they gotta go to the news.
We got
thank you.
All right, thank you to all of you. So good night from my end, folks.
Yeah, but let me bring the caller in, please.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll continue the show. We still have more time here.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, please?
Yes, hi. Steve and Shekwood.
Hey.
Yes, we're hearing you.
Hi. Yes, hi. Steve and Shekwood. This is Lisa calling from Minnesota.
Who?
And I just want to.
What was the name again?
I just want to give this is Linda calling from.
Linda, okay.
This is Linda calling from North Carolina.
Oh.
I just.
How come Minnesota comes in North Carolina?
No, she calling from North Carolina from what she said.
Oh, I thought you said Minnesota.
Yeah, no, first I said in Minnesota. Yeah, but I'm in North Carolina. So I just want to give my little talk on this concerning the Daniel Nathan. I know Sheku said that it's going to be a distraction if Comey get rid of Daniel Nathan, but it goes both ways. I believe that if Comey does plan to get rid of Daniel Nathan, it's not really going to be a distraction because if you have someone a part of your team and the person is not bringing value to your team, why keep the person there? You can occupy that space with someone else that's going to give you added value to your team. For example, when Donald Trump was running, Donald Trump has some campaign manager and advisor. If you have Paul Manafort, you have Corey, I don't know, Louis Pigassi or something.
Yeah, Corey Lewandowski.
Yes, he got rid of them in the middle of the campaign when everything was hot. He got rid of them and he brought in Chloe Conway, and he brought her in. So I believe that as a good leader, you can make some drastic decisions, even when the vote is hot and drastic, you can make a drastic decision that wouldn't impact your campaign or wouldn't impact whatever you do. Because if I have someone in my company and you are not of added value, actually, I don't need to keep you there. I can replace you by someone else that's going to take up that space of added value to whatever I'm doing. That's all I'm going to do.
Thank you so much, Linda. Appreciate it.
All right. Let's take the caller here. Caller 2338. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Augusta Steve Flomo.
You say Augusta Steve Flomo?
Yes.
Augusta Steve Flomo or Augusta P. Flomo?
Augusta Steve. Yes.
Okay, I think it's Steve Flomo.
Of course, I wouldn't say Steve Flomo because Steve doesn't want to hear my voice when you say it right away. But let me say this. First of all, if you say it will cause a distraction It wouldn't be for Mr. Commisto, we should sweep it under the rug. That is how corruption starts.
I didn't say we should sweep under the rock. I don't know. I know you've been writing. I've been reading your stuff. I know.
No, he didn't say so, but that is what you are insinuating, and that is what you also guessed. He said it will affect Mr. Commisto. That's number one. That's how corruption starts. Number two, yes, the leader of the party can be very influential in getting rid of the chairman. Even the Constitution says it. We were all here when Joseph Wakai was very influential in removing what's his name, Mo Ali, and the chairman. He got rid of
Amin Moda.
I'm sorry. Thanks for correcting me. Amin Moda and Mo Ali, even though Joe Wakai, they didn't say, single-handedly remove them, but we all know Joe Wakai are very influential. So Mr. Cummings can put a feet down and say, man, corrupt. I can pull, few strings, but this man to be impeached and gotten rid of. Finally, I also want to say this advice goes to my brother, Prince, who called first. This is a family show. And some of the things we type here, we should be careful. We should mind our language. So my brother, Prince, when you are typing stuff here, know that children are watching the show. So mind your language. Thanks for having me, and God bless you. And please, I'm sorry for my voice.
No problem, my brother. Thank you for always being a part of SKTV. We appreciate it. So, you have another caller or no?
No, I ain't got nobody. We just listening to all y'all.
Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? 4224.
My name is Napoleon Soso. I'm calling from London.
Napoleon Soso. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. Hi, Steve.
What's up, Chief?
Mr. Cummings is not a betrayer or a hypocrite like Omen Bwakai. Mr. Cummings is a law-abiding citizen. The ANC or the CPP have a bylaws, which is the constitution that governs the ANC. Mr. Cummings is not going to betray the constitution like Omen Bwakai did with Benina Ure, that betray all these guys like Taylor Ure, they betray the Taylor Ure, the Costa. Mr. Cummings is not going to be like that. Mr. Cummings going to abide by the law like he did when they lied on him and he went to court. So Cummings is not going to single-handedly remove or go in the back, motivate people to get rid of Mr. Yeten. Mr. Cummings is an honest man. He's going to go by the bylaws. So thank you for having me. But Mr. Cummings, again, is a law-abiding citizen. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Let's take the next caller here. Caller, last 4 DJ is 3466. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Seko, this is Sidel Otie Jebo, calling from Florida, precisely city of Jacksonville.
Welcome, my brother.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to thank both for you, Steve, and you, Seko, and the rest of the team for a very good show. I just want to tell Steve, thank you for the path he's taking. As I always say, I'm a bona fide citizen. I could not be a citizen. I hold nobody apology because it's what I stand for and what I believe. If I've been monitoring Steve and I say if Steve continues this way and strong in and pushing his point and not there and not waving, you'll be a firm analytical person. You see, that's the reason why CDC always stand there at Darrell's grave. When you stand for something, you believe in something, stand there. What I about good, defend it. A level who won't criticize you, who don't want
So Steve is the darling boy of the citizen now.
No, what I'm saying.
Y'all wait till the next show.
Let me tell you. Steve is pushing his thought and is believing his thought, and nobody can change his thought. And that's it.
No, but that's the citizen behavior. That's not good.
Amen.
You can't hold up position. You can't leave.
No.
When you see the truth, you gotta leave it.
We all know the reason why we went to the Civil War.
Okay.
We all know the reason. So,
but before that, citizen love you.
If we want to bring real change in this country called Liberia, then we should start finding serious people who can stand for the real change. That's it. That's my opinion, and thank you guys for the show, man.
Thank
Well,
you.
I'm pretty sure I'll post on it to your group, but watching the show for transparency.
Thank you.
For the video, but we'll put in money, we'll put good money in. I promise you.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So see, all of a sudden.
So Mr. Canelo,
You know, I'm waiting for Prince Masakwe to call right now.
so Mr. Canelo, guess what?
All the CDC.
And they can say on the show, yeah,
I'm
we
a
see
CDC
people
call right now.
who CDC we can hit on, who Joseph Boaga we can hit on. We told them.
I'm waiting for my
We stand for the truth.
Prince Masakwe to call right now and pressing for Steve. Let me take the next caller here. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 8815.
Yeah, Steve, how you doing? How you doing, Steve?
We're doing good.
Well, thank you. My name is Momo. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Go ahead, Momo.
First, I want to say thanks for the show. I listened to Steve. 2023 is almost coming to a closure. We got roughly like 2 months and a half. I think, like I tell people, if Georgia are not in a race, Comey could be my next choice.
Okay.
And one of the problems that is disturbing Comey I see is some of the AMC, at least maybe they are graduating from that stage where they have a mindset that if you are not if you don't got 4 or 5 degrees, you cannot be part of them, it will criticize you. But I think now they are graduating from that mindset. And I think the only problem I see about Comey for me is people who are around Comey don't have loyalty. People who believe in a cause. That to go off front to convince people, Comey only have like people who there maybe more and get them smarting, drive them smarting. I can tell you it's only one of the worst thing about coaching, the lack of coaching, Gray, Mowa Molu, those guys stand for a cause. They believe in Georgia with no matter 12 years. No intermittent matter all induce that guy with money. That is not bad to her. But the guys stood their ground. There are so many citizens that believe in Georgia, they stood their ground. I think if Comey has such of people like that, I believe in him. Believe not only in him, but his message. I can tell you in a race, there are 2 candidates I give credit to. Comey and Dada Moriba, they have the best message. But their follower is the problem.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Next caller here. The lines are hot. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? Last 4 digit 3908.
390, this is Prince Sheku. This is Prince and Masibo calling from New York. How are you?
Oh, Prince Masakwe. My man, I'm waiting for your call.
Yeah, we've been waiting for them, man. My man, we've been waiting for you to know, Chief.
Because yesterday you did deny my call.
Okay, now you're here, brother. Go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity, glad to be on the show. I just thought to let you know, last night was a very successful night in Minnesota.
Okay.
So I was asking you first, what are you guys going to the hospital to see JMB at the hospital? Thank God JMB was not in the hospital. They were having a very good, successful rally, which was in a hotel. It was not in the basement. It was not nowhere in somebody's backyard. As the ANC people always claiming to have support us in America, but now we know that JMB are taking over everywhere. You go to Asia, JMB. You go to South America, it's JMB. JMB is just everywhere.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah.
Everywhere that JMB is the man right now. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, you know that. I mean, we don't have to keep growing it. Costa trying. Costa has been reduced to a man. Ghana, JMB told me guys on Facebook because the JMB supporter will don't let you go with stuff.
But where was I used to talk before?
Huh?
Where was I used to talk before he and JMB fell apart?
Yeah, man, let me finish my talk.
No, you said something. You said Costa just tell on me talking on Facebook. But where Costa used to be supporting JMB now Facebook?
He had a platform that was supported by. He didn't know that all supported by JMB supporters.
So the Costa had no supporter anymore?
No, he ain't got nobody. Look at Costa. Costa came in time out today. Yesterday he posted 10, 15 times. I'm one of Costa's supporters. I'm one of the strongest supporters of Costa. But we are elected. If you go against the most popular candidate, trust me, you become like a puppet. Rana Costa is like mockery in our politics. Tell her US is begging right now. Tell her US begging.
Begging who?
I'm telling you, bro.
My man, you're very deceitful, man.
Yo, man, you guys, you not understand what's going on right now. Man, this guys are playing Costa again. Costa will be in the goal. The guys are telling me about the Jeremy. Man, what was talking in America yesterday, last night?
Oh.
Man, I'm telling you, people are coming back. People are begging on their knee.
Who people? So Benin and dollar begging to come back to Bucket?
I put all of that in one basket. The Euros, they are playing Costa again. Costa will be left in the goal. I saw Costa and Ben Sanky that eating dry right here in yesterday. I said, man, again, all that thing while you're doing, my man, you're wasting your time.
So all that thing, you say watching, following Costa on Facebook, eating dry and all? Hey, they say, man, I finally important. But man, thank you, man. Thank you for your call.
Thank you, man.
They priest guy, they
No, when you Prince Masako call, Prince Masako is so funny. What is your name and where you calling from? Service history number.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, this is Wanga again.
Wanga, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I know we kind of diverted from the topic, but you know what? Steve will be Steve. Steve has said what most people within the CCP, they say on the hand when it comes to most of the names that you have called. Those are things that are more within in a cycle that people don't want to say it, and I'm happy he said it. I am a big CCP fan, and I'm very happy he said it. I can care less how other people feel, how they talk it. But at this point, let's be realistic. You can't just fire somebody. They say no news is better than bad news. You cannot come up now and just fire this guy. Mr. Comey cannot do it. The next people will start fighting him. Oh, they come up there, so already fired the people will take it in the wrong way. That one they say no what he's also. I have said it, and I will say for me, I don't depend on Mr. Comey. I don't want to job there. But what is right is right. Mr. Comey is doing his best. That man is everywhere, and I think he's losing weight on that. His wife is from place to place. But people, all they say to our headquarters, all they want is, budget. If you don't get them budget, they can never get us to do nothing for the party. We are sick in America. We the one that even try to get around, to look for poor white people, to do other stuff. The next person that is working in our place is Benedict. The man is by himself. He cannot do all. Whether they like it or not, he can't do everything. People have to be able to get off their butt and go and work. It's your country. It's your kids' life that is involved in it. If you want the betterment of that country, you have to put your feelings aside and go and work. Nobody else, come on, man. Let me take an example for the man. Mr. Comey is doing it. He's doing it. His wife is doing it. That woman was in a mud yesterday on 12th Street. You think she forced to get her to degrade herself, to take herself to that level? She can sit out here and have a better life. But she's doing it for your children's future, for our children's future, for a better Liberia. Let them get themselves on the way to it. And Steve, you know what? Steve will be Steve, and Steve will say, maybe that one we get it. So then it's again, so, hey, we'll take that one, but we'll say, come and watch the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Yashindi Martin Bay. You're live.
Oh.
Because today from the start of the show, when I say, oh, my wife Yashindi here, so somebody say, wow, why you say that? I said, but why I can't say that? Anyway, how you doing, Yashindi?
Right?
How are you?
I'm good. Sometimes we need people that will push us to our brains, that will give us an opportunity to think without the box, to even think harder. And some of the time I see people come on when people disagree with what people are saying, or they're strong in their opinion or their observation, people get mad. But if you're somebody who are a leader and you want to learn, you want people around you who will tell you the truth, or who will push the boundaries to help you do better. So I wanted to add my voice in regards to the conversation for today. Let me come on Steve's side, and we end with you, Sekou. Toll have been around for a very long time. And Toll have continued to fight. If there's another face besides Mr. Cummings in America, in Liberia, it will be a Luscious Toll. If you remember from the where they got a black voting, to the court, to the fingering, they were Luscious Toll all over the platform besides Mr. Cummings. In fact, to the point that when Mr. Cummings could not speak, he was the one speaking. And between the courts and there are a lot of stuff going on in Liberia. Can he do more? Because his face is associated with ANC. Yes, he can. And I also think the young people, we can also get the young people out there. That you got sneakies everywhere that are making their voices heard. I think we can empower the young people like we did here with Obama, and they can get out there. Another thing is, let's acknowledge his work. Even he was taken to court, and he's too strong. I know people personally who call me and say, "Oh, Luscious Toll, they don't even know Luscious Toll, they even have a part." But we're gonna stop here. So let me say this about Mr. Nichan. I completely agree with Sekou, and to some degree with Steve. But Mr. Cummings does not have absolute power here. Okay, there's a executive committee. All right. If you ask me, I'm not sure what his issues are. All right, but I don't see the work, and in fact, people use him to reference us when other people take the money for the country. People use him. For instance, the 30K that were taken, you took it too. All the other thing, when you go, his signature on it. Maybe some he missed, maybe some I missed. But let me say it to y'all, I support Alexander Cummings, and I support people who are in this election for change. I don't have party mandate. I just don't. Because I'm an informed, well-traveled, educated woman. I'm not just going to say we agree. So say one, so say all. Okay? We should be able to think for ourselves, for our country. So I just wanted to bring this to the table to bear. There's an executive committee. Mr. Cummings is going to be the leader of Liberia, and he got to practice that leadership and have that democratic right that everybody in their own capacity can function and function fully. So I think we all need to make the call out. Is it the right time to do it? 75 days to election? I'm not sure. I just wanted to add my voice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Yassine.
Yeah, Mr. Kane. Sorry, before you take that, I beg you. All this time Sarah been on hold, but I kept him on hold because I wanted for the man to beat him. He will not be setting that record yet because we enter new more going forward. When Sarah called, he been on hold for almost 20 minutes now.
That's not fair. That's not fair to my brother.
No, he got to do that.
Okay, I'll not take no more call until they take him a call.
Okay, hold on, let me put him on. Sarah, Chief. You know, you've been setting a record when you made Benjamin to win the record today. So Benjamin
and prison, oh, they married the last come on.
Wait a minute. So I met
to three different numbers just to beat me to the first call.
Yeah, but Sarah, go ahead. The people that can be asking me who that guy I can already call in. Sarah. And so Sarah's on getting to can be asking, but I told him that one point you said, yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
Yeah, bro.
I just want to give my views and my analysis from my own observation. I'm not a politician by any stretch of the imagination. I just pay attention a lot. That's why I know for myself I can observe a lot. And Sekou made a great point today when it comes to Mr. Cummings. Some of us we support Mr. Cummings religiously. We know that he's a better candidate. If we are looking at the merits, I don't think anybody can beat Cummings in Liberian politics, not even Joseph Boakai. And like Sekou said, if you ask the typical sedition, most of them will tell you that Cummings is the best person for the job. The thing is to make that leap of faith to do what is right and looking in the direction of the country to make the right decision. But the same observation Sekou share, I think it's the same thing. You see, politics, there's a difference between ability and capability. Mr. Cummings does have the ability to get a job done. But you must first market yourself before you can get that job done. Nobody's going to question Cummings' doubt about leading Liberia when it comes to job creation or helping to develop the country. But the question is, how do you get that job? You must win. That's why the old man said, if I would dance with the devil, I would dance with the devil. Because you cannot govern, you must first win before you can govern. That one is right on that one. I don't know about the power of dancing with the devil, but that one is right on it. You must first win before you can govern. The thing that I notice, I tell people all the time, I'm not calling on Mr. Cummings to change your personality. No, he cannot learn that. He cannot learn new skills at this stage. The thing is, based on how our people vote over there, anywhere in the world, sometimes politics can be universal. People love fighter. People love advocate. And Mr. Cummings, I think that himself, like, I can get a job done. My past experience make me a unique candidate. But the fact is, people haven't seen that passion yet. They just don't see it. That's why most of the time I ask people the question, and it was, I think, Monique Kisha that answered that question. I said, who motivated Mr. Cummings to be part of the CPP? And he said, I think it was the late council of Brunswick. I was like, I don't think so. I don't want to believe that. Maybe that's what you heard, but I don't want to believe that. Because, I mean, Moses, when you work at a corporate, I can name 10 or 15 vice presidents for Liberia. I can name 5 Liberians from 1847 that were able to achieve what Mr. Cummings achieved. So getting to that level in life is nothing easy. It never came by mistake. He put in the work. He was very, very, he was hell-bent on success, and he became successful. My thing here is, it was a contradiction of Mr. Cummings' brain. That's where I think he's talking from. Because why you think in politics people will let the one only thing was change? Because people believe that when somebody is entrenched in the system, it's a negative for them. Yeah, there are certain advantages that come when you compensate. But people love change candidate in politics. That's how Georgia won. Georgia presented himself as a change candidate. And I keep telling folks, that's why Georgia will always think he can make a moral argument against Joseph Boakai in our comments. Because he believes Joseph Boakai doesn't represent change. But Georgia cannot make the argument about competence against Cummings. He cannot say he better fit than Cummings. He cannot establish the fact that Cummings is part of the establishment. No, that's an argument he can never win. So Georgia is afraid of Cummings way more than he is afraid of Boakai. And Mr. Cummings going into the CPP with Boakai and a year later, like, it was like destroying your own brand. Look, I support the guy, I love the guy, but we got to call a spade a spade. That's the idea. Mr. Cummings, the moment you enter into the CPP, it was a contradiction of your brain and your change candidate. How do you go into a collaboration with Joseph Boakai and make the case for change? How? And up to now, nobody can take the responsibility. Moses, if you've been following even the framework document accusation, that was the whole idea, that was the premise of that accusation. That this guy got one advantage that the Liberian people are buying into. People seeing him as a change candidate, as Mr. Clean Hands, somebody who have never been there before in politics. Let's bring him so that people can see him as one of us. That's why they say he's thinking about the framework document. Knowing fully well it was a lie. The understand that whole psychological part. Let me tell you something, bro. When the Hiller said, if you keep telling lies repeatedly, at certain point in time, people start believing it to be the truth. Nobody can go into a collaboration and see your Uri and a Boakai and you in that collaboration and you want to make the case of a change. It's the same thing with Joseph Boakai. You want to tell that you have integrity, but you turn your campaign over to a man who you consider to be a fraudster. It's a contradiction. You cannot be Mr. Clinton and Greg Costa. That's a lie. It cannot work. So I think Mr. Cummings had an advantage, and he also got a disadvantage with the CPP because of that branding label of the CPP. So he can make the case that I'm a change candidate. Everybody believes he's a change candidate, but brother, having the advantage is different from marketing the advantage. Look, I think Mr. Cummings didn't punch that well. He haven't punched yet. For people to believe that the guy is in the team with his whole heart and his whole soul. People say, because you support, you want for the man to be aggressive like Yeke or Trump. I said, no, it's not about being aggressive, dude. It's about salesmanship. It is now a corporate ballroom. In corporate ballroom, they brainstorm about ideas. They talk about how to beat that competition. They talk about marketing strategy. In politics, it's show business. People will rely on emotion than logic in politics. That's just why it is. If Mr. Cummings cannot make the case for the Liberian people that are in this thing with all my heart and all my soul and punch much harder, he won't be able to win that argument. That's just the reality. Whether you're supposing or not, that's just the truth. People want to see more spine. Look, you cannot be in a country with a guy like Georgia where everything in the country is going down the drain. Instead, you are not breaking free from the competition. No, you got to shred Georgia apart. Whether it's the Georgia, the Joseph Boakai, anybody that serves as an obstacle to you, you got to go after them with everything you got. There are so many low-hit. Look, Moses, if a guy like Costa will accuse Mr. Cummings of fingering a document that he had to go the extra level hiring an international forensic firm, why make you think if I'm vindicated, I will let them go free? I made a same case the last time on the show. Why would I want to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to clear my name? And I'm vindicated by one of the co-conspirators in that accusation, and you think I will let it go? I will destroy Joseph Boakai, everything. I don't care how the opposition feel, because I believe he was the chief architect. Everything everything was done with the advice and consent. Being that you and Henry Clay, you just wake up and take them into court. No, that's a lie. But Joseph Boaga thought the place to be advantage. That's why he sat there and allowed the CPP to disintegrate. So I can't let them to go free. That's just politics, bro. So we destroy each other, and after that, we come on a beer table and we have fun. That's just politics, no hard feelings. So we just have different views on how government should be conducted. That's just politics.
Sarah, just before you leave,
yeah,
you know, one of the people that I don't support, but I find out that I know most candidates in the US and other places do. I found out that not only that he hired strategic people, but he also had professionals, or he has professionals. When he was running in the 2016-2017 election was Donald Trump. I don't support Donald Trump, but some moves that he made as a politician, they're critical. They were deliberate. And that's part of what you do in politics. You must be deliberate. You must be very strategic. With everything I was talking, let me just be honest. With everything I was talking, let me just be honest to all of us and to the Liberian people. The honest truth about this matter is Mr. Cummings and his team has lots of opportunity that they are not exploiting. This is the problem. This is why they are where they are. Look, if you had the right people in this context, I mean that the other people that are there, they're not good.
No.
If you just had certain people that were thinking not just the regular way or this common way, like you said earlier, somebody that Joseph Boakai, somebody that Benin Ure, who orchestrated Costa to make the government of Liberia in the public, especially when Mr. Cummings took his wife and they chanted that day, that innocent woman. That Cummings is a politician. What did his wife do for them to be chanting roll behind them? Me, until we meet from Jesus, is that me?
It was by design.
Until we meet from Jesus, is that me?
Yeah.
What the guy need? Ure and Baka will pay for it for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, it was the optics.
I'm
sure. on the witness stand, so people can see him as a criminal. Everything was done by design.
Exactly. So,
I said that's why it was not you or Brazilian monk. And that's why none of you running for president. You see the problem?
But you see, on the flip side, Mr. Connect, on the flip side, the truth about it is,
I have another caller here when you want to let Brazilian
on the flip side, Brazilian monk, just before you leave, on the flip side, everything we've said on this platform that we stood up for, I am glad to be alive to see that the truth is unfolding. But some of these people are shameless for them to even come and apologize. Let's take, for example, some of the people that call here, some of them watching from distance now, some of them even now, when I look at the live feed, they got the audacity to even click now and show their name. But we are still here. And we're not leave from here. You might not like how we say it, but we'll always say the truth.
Reality. That's it. There is no political correctness. You say the truth. You know, people love to be uncomfortable with the truth, but unfortunately, you cannot sugarcoat the truth. You know, the only thing I know about politicians, they are very skillful and crafty with words. And not everybody get that political tool. Let me tell you something. Mr. Cummings, I'm not going to question your work ethic, but like you said, people pay for a result. That's why I support Trump religiously. Trump know the truth he will say. What are you saying, man? But at the end of the day, if you can look at the reality, that get the reality. He might not say it in a way that a typical politician might say it to sugarcoat it, but the truth will always be the truth. Mr. Cummings, right? You look at what happened, Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings was the only person that had an agenda to hit all 73 districts. He was doing it one district at a time before that framework accusation. They knew he was selling himself. They know he got it. He got the self-discipline to work hard than anybody. They saw him going to some community like, no, if we let this thing to continue, this guy could make a nose in this race. And that's why that whole framework document came about. So I'm not going to question your work ethic. I got to throw more punches, more. Like I keep telling you, in politics, people will tell you that they hate negativity, but that's a lie. Our brain is programmed to receive negative and positive.
Yeah.
That's just why it is.
Thank you.
Show business, take more punches. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, well, I agree with that one. You know, a positive alone can work, a negative alone can work. Positive and negative work together. That's how you get a good feedback, right?
Yeah, you gotta bring.
When you are the person to provide that negative and positive, you decide which one to apply more that will give you a better result. That's how it works. because everything you do, you are looking at the outcome. So whatever they'll give you a better outcome, that's the method you're gonna use. Eugenia, how you doing?
Hey, Circle, thank you for taking my call.
For sure. Go ahead.
I wasn't going to call, but I just decided to go ahead and call because I don't understand why we're still talking about this CPP issue. Why are we still talking about why Mr. Cummings joined the CPP? Obviously, this man has said before he joined the CPP because that's what the Liberian people wanted. They wanted a united opposition. He joined it in good faith. The people did what they did. They betrayed him. Okay, we've moved past that. Everything they try to put at this man, he wins it. I can't even speak today. Everything they try to throw at this man, he's able to overcome it. We need to move on from Mr. Cummings joining the CPP. It is what it is at this point. All the rotten fruit has dropped, and they will continue to drop. This man is aware of everything that's going on. This man has been strategic since the last election. And thank goodness he doesn't have the same temperament as some of our people that's talking today. It's a good thing that he doesn't have the same temperament. And also with this whole work ethic thing, Mr. Cummings and his team is the hardest working presidential candidate team out there. They have been everywhere, from his wife in the fields, meeting the people, to Brumskin and what she's doing, and the chairman of CPP. We cannot make anybody do something they don't want to do. When the time comes, Mr. Cummings will deal with those who are not working adequately. All they're doing is showing their true colors up front. So he will deal with it as it comes. These people have been in the field working. He's making the case. The Liberian people know him. The more anybody continues to even talk negative about him, it's still giving him more popularity. So we thank you for that. The only problem is the Liberian people are so vulnerable. They're emotional voters. So even if they're on the fence and not sure who they want to vote for, the more they keep hearing people with this false narrative, oh, the people don't know Cummings, they don't know Cummings, he's not has no chance to win. My only fear is they're going to go along with that nonsense. But I know the Liberian people are smart this time around, especially the youth. The youth know that Weah was not able to bring any jobs in this first 5-6 years he had. They know he's not going to bring no additional jobs. The youth are not going to vote for Weah this time around because they want jobs and they know through Mr. Cummings' track record that he can bring the jobs and he has the connections. So I'm just grateful for that. Thank you so much, Sekou.
Thank you so much for your contribution as well. We appreciate it. So before I go to the next caller here, I think the next caller is going to be Mr. John Maolo. But before I go to Mr. Maolo here, I just want to remind all of you again that every time we come on, we always ask for your support to SKTV. We have our Cash App and Zelle up there when you come on. Whether you send out $5, $10 here and there, we appreciate it. We just have to remind. I have actually forgotten about it. I've forgotten about when I came on the show, but one of the fans always just texted me. I don't look at my text frequently, so I just look at it while Eugenia was speaking. I should remind the people of contributing to SKTV. Whenever you have something to send us, we appreciate all contributions. So we're going to go to the line again to take, I think we will take a few more calls and then we'll call it a day. Mr. John Maolo, how are you, sir?
How you doing, to Steve and Sekou?
I'm doing good. I hope you're doing okay today.
Now the cold still giving me a hard time, but listen, I want to thank you all for the show. And what I wanted to say is, in Liberia, we got to understand the population that we're dealing with. If you retrospect a bit, go back into the history of Mr. Cummings, you will understand what this man is doing. If we used to this constant Liberian politics that we're being used to, you would not understand what Mr. Cummings is doing. But you will see the result has changed. This man is surgically changing Liberian politics without people even noticing. And so all of this thing, like what Steve is saying, and things like that, this emotional politics, we've been playing it. All this showmanship, we've been playing it. It hasn't worked because the people's minds are different from the people here. The people there, they're not reading, they're not reading between the lines, they're not understanding things like that. If you want to change them, there's a different way. And this man is like putting slow poison into the Liberian usual political water and killing it off and bringing a new kind of politics. That's why you see men like Joe, we are then jumping out now to sit the plan around. Because they understand it now that sitting now making people more will not move. That's what got Mr. Joe Walker then scared now where they are because they're not able to move around. Look, the politics is changing. This man is very, very focused on what he's doing. You can put 10,000 people around this man. He knows exactly what's going on, but he will navigate his way through that. If you look at one of his interviews when they brought him as vice president of Coca-Cola International, the white guy asked him, how you managing? How you manage to put these departments together? Because that was the problem they were having there. The department was not working together. This man managed to put them together and made them work together. Look, people got to sit back and watch this guy. When I first started dealing with that comments, there were two decisions that he made that I was not comfortable with. In the same Liberian mindset, oh, the people will do it. And he said, look, we'll do it. He went about, and in the end, we found out it was the best decision. We're too quick to forget. The same Liberian people were dancing all on the street, coming arrogant. He want to join the people. This and that one coming to join them because the people did something other they were all, but the company were not supposed to join them. People, when people don't know what they want, you make decisions for them. That's how come they can call it dictatorship. But dictatorship is not wrong unless you do it to somebody who know what to do.
Thank you.
Because even in your home, you dictate to your children. America dictates to the rest of the world when they want their policies done. Everybody dictate one time or another. It depends what you dictate them for. This man is changing Liberia, and we just got to watch it and see. Give me a chance. We see this country change.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mauro. Thank you as always. Yes, so the person who asked for the Zelle name, the Zelle name will be Sekou Kene. But if you have Steve's contact, he also has Zelle under his name or his phone number. But for the show, we have the Cash App. You have both. One of the Cash App is my name, Sekou Kene. The other one is SKTV. So you will see Sekou SKTV, but both you will see SKTV logo. The other one has my picture. So yeah, if you want to contribute to Zelle or Cash App, the numbers on here, the number that ends with 0783 is both Zelle and Cash App. 0783. And the phone number is 480-862-0783. That one has both Cash App and Zelle. So you can call, you can send us a contribution to any of those numbers. I think this person will be the last caller because I want to stop at least 2 hours and 30 minutes if possible. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? Last 4 digit is 4226.
How you doing?
Hello?
How you doing, Pastor?
Hey, my brother, how are you?
I'm fine. You see,
welcome.
As I said way back, for my beloved sister from Nema County, Yasili, to tell us what happened in the executive committee, I'm done of it. You see, I let you guys analysis today. I sat down quietly to be the last call.
But then,
you know,
but then how come you cut you off?
No, but you can cut me off.
I'm just joking.
No problem.
I'm just joking. Go ahead. Go ahead. You know.
You see, when I said before, the Prince will call me shameless and other brother will call from Rhode Island to tell me, say, he will not use the word shameless. Then my little brother and son, Julius, Nova Julius, will use different words. And when I told you 2020, to be specific, I said, and I'm quoting myself, that all those who with coins, they are there to take, let me use the word, taking money from him today. And I love that man. I love what he did for himself and his family. Mr. Comey came in this country and climbed the ladder from one step to step 15. If people are not giving you a good idea and they are not advising you the way they have to advise you, it is difficult for you. We're looking for a leader. If we were in the league today as votes, I will not be in sympathy with Mr. Boakai. I will never be in the sympathy of Mr. Boakai. I will be with votes. But people sometimes don't understand when people are speaking bicycle. One time like this, 70 some more days to election. But however, you ask the question, who will be the best president and why? I believe for now, in the Republic of Liberia, is Mr. Boakai. Mr. Boakai is old. Mr. Boakai will say all type of things about him. Mr. Boakai is not in the hospital. He's now on an operation. We saw his activities since he entered this country. There will be no, you know, basically when you don't trap somebody, you will never ever know the importance of that person. That is to say, if a woman with you, and every day you're making fuss with that woman, and when that woman leaves you, we people say you will know the importance of the well when it goes dry. Whether that woman
So, not to cut you off, but Joseph Boakai has not been tried yet? Joseph Boakai has never been tried? He has never been tried?
Being a vice president.
No, I'm just asking you, in your opinion, Joseph Boakai has never been tried in terms of leadership?
For me, I would say yes.
Okay, so is that limited to only the presidency or other leadership?
In other leadership, you will never find corruption on Mr. Boakai.
Yeah, but in terms of leadership as a whole, he has never been tried yet?
In presidency, he has been tried in other leadership and he did well.
Oh, okay, so he did well in every leadership that he's been tried on?
Yeah, I believe. That's my opinion. I don't know about other people.
Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Just go ahead and conclude so we can call it. We're about to close now.
Third man, the vice president for 19 unbroken years. When Tolbert came into power, what happened? You know what happened in our county, Nima? Other schools were renovated. Other schools were built. Even today, the JCF hospital we're talking about, it was initiated by William R. Tolbert Jr., late president of the Republic of Liberia. So I want all of us to bear patience. This is politics time. We can say anything that we want to say. God give us a chance and let us lead. And let me say this to all Liberians, to all UP supporters. I'm not a member of UP. You leave Henry Costa alone. You leave Henry Costa alone. Maybe something happened to Henry Costa, nobody knows.
Something like that. Are you suggesting that Henry Costa going mad, going crazy?
No, I'm not saying he's going mad.
Okay, what happened to him?
People are bashing him. People are bashing him for the posts or things he said. Not leaving tomorrow, we don't know what may happen. You know, to every human there is earth. So all of us leave you, whatsoever you will say, let him say, we say we agree. Thank you very much for taking me advice. Always, I love you. extend my greeting to the woman, to your wife, and all the children that I have not seen.
We love you
Thank
too.
you very much.
We love you too. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
See?
So,
Unless
Mr. Kane,
you can call
yeah,
your
so
day.
yeah, we'll come and call out there. You gotta send me the information. We got picking up the stuff for what he name. You know what time it is. I don't want to get in trouble. You already know, baby. So just send me the info right after the show. Me pick it up. Just come straight.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know you're waiting for me by the way. But folks, this is SKTV. This is SKTV. You know why I'm a proud member of SKTV? Because me and Sekou can play checker. Me and Sekou can eat meat. Me and Sekou can party. Me and Sekou can travel. Me and Sekou can lecture. Sekou is a big brother to me. Many of you say, call me Sunday. Say, oh, your pa Sekou. Where your pa Sekou? I don't care what title you give. We never sit down behind a horse and coordinate and go on the show today. Steve say they want. I won't say they want. Sekou don't put words in my mouth. Say, oh, don't say they want. You know, because no. Anything Sekou won't correct me on, he can talk it in public. Just so you know. Anything he want, when he say in public and he won't reinforce it behind closed door, he can reinforce it. But he can say in public. Even me calling Joseph Boaga Joe Boy, Sekou never told me behind the hall before he told me in public. He told me in public. Then he told me the reasoning why I shouldn't call him Joe Boy. But even as that, I can still call Joseph Boaga Joe Boy. That is to tell you, not that there's disrespect between us, but we are independent. And when we speak to the issues, to the point that even Sekou sources that give me information, they are not my sources. Just to tell you that. So when we come here, we don't come to play. We come to say the truth. We disagree in public. We disagree on the issue, on our stance, because we are different. These things are not staged. Today, I will say again, today, all the United Party people calling, nobody cursing us, right? You see them calling, nobody cursing us, right? Tomorrow, when your candidate is scrutinized, today the ANC was scrutinized, or it's been scrutinized, nobody, what they call, even the ANC post saying that's someone they're calling, they agreeing with us. That's how it's supposed to be. When your people running for politics, your president running for politics, they will be scrutinized. Don't take it personal. This is not personal. All love Liberia. But we'll say what the truth are. And whether you like them or not, the truth will always be the truth. We love you guys. You already know that. But on this platform, we'll keep it 100%. I know President Joe, we are having a good weekend because today we never say anything. We'll let him be. Tomorrow, those of you who join Baga supported are asking, oh, what Joseph Baga, you're not carry video there, and you say the old man and singing. Tomorrow we'll get your update report of Joseph Baga. Your thing will lead Joe Boy. You must be kidding. Tomorrow, like Joe Boy, we're discussing. Tomorrow, we will discuss what's going on with the cost of the issue and what is at hand. You'll be ready tomorrow. We'll be here. Tomorrow, I'm not working. Tomorrow, I'm not working. The whole July 26th, I took off, I don't know how many days. Anyway, let it go. Tomorrow we'll be here. Thank you, Mr. Kane. I'm going to get a thing to bring in.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
I'll see you in a little bit. So,
Yes, sir.
folks, we got to call it a day. They order Fofana Piki called Camo Fofana. We're very obsessed with DNB, DJNB thing. And Papi Flomo, he said, Steve called me big brother. You have a problem with that? Even you say my piki. You not see my you didn't see my grandson picture, my grandchildren picture on my Facebook. Our old man, our papi. Our papi, and I love it. I like to be papi. So don't bring that into me, man. Yeah, but folks, other than that, I love you guys so much. But let me see. It looks like I want to talk about the Zell thing. Somebody, the person who was asking about Zell. Yeah, the person who was asking about Zell is Yeah, Gibson sent $50 to SKTV. Gibson, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And then, but before then, right after that or before then, somebody sent us $20. I don't know whether the person said we should call their name or not. Let me see. Okay, the person said no name. This person always send us, some money. And the person sent us money today again, $20, but the person said don't call their name. One person sent us $50, one person sent us $20. The two of you, we appreciate you so much. For those of you who always contribute but can't do it today, we thank you. As long as somebody sends us something, it means a lot to us. That $5, that $10, that $20, that $100, it doesn't matter. If you have nothing, that's fine. But when some of you are the same people reminding, you did not talk about the money, the Zelle and the Cash App. I just felt that the fact that when you come on, the show can automatically, launch the number. I think people will just see it. But people can be into the show so much, they don't even pay attention to anything. But people have to remind me always to remind our people about, contributing to SKTV. But we are not delusional. And we don't want to act like it doesn't matter to us. No. We really appreciate everything that you've sent to SKTV. We were doing it. We have been doing it by ourselves. But your contribution is valuable to us. If you do it, we will still have a show. If you don't do it, we will still have a show. But we appreciate your contribution. Let me read a few comments here. Oh, okay. Yeah, but probably from that's a disrespect to me. How will you say Steve look older than me? You know that's a lie. Steve got baby face. I will get my baby face here, then you say Steve look older than me. Stop that thing. I see why Steve blocked you the last time, because you can always pick on Steve. But, folks, I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. We love you. And we'll be here tomorrow. For those of you that... Anyway, today is Sunday. I'm not even sure what kind of song Steve play. But today is Sunday. I let our song, Hosanna. I let Hosanna. That's a song coming play for my Muslim brothers and sisters. Today is Sunday. You enjoy that one. But the day me too, on Friday, the day when I play some kind of Muslim song, when I got vessel. I'm just joking, man. I don't care. I can play any song. I can play any music. Whether that Madingo, that Giyo, that Pele, that Swahili, that Amhari, that Lingala. I don't care. Me, I can listen to any song. I can dance to any music. Yo, I don't care. But we love you guys. We love all of you guys. Trust me.
Over Satan power, reside in Kunma. I'm an overcomer. Yes, we're in Kunma. Over Satan power, reside in Kunma. See, I'm an overcomer. I say yes, we're in Kuni.
Yes, we're in Kuni. Over Satan power, desire in Kuni. I'm an overcomer.
I say yes, we're in Kuni.
Yes, we're in Kuni.
Who is this King of glory? He's the Lord strong and mighty. Yes, we didn't call him all. See, I'm an overcomer. Listen, no weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. For the greater one lives in me, yes, it does, yes. Yes, we didn't call him all. See, I'm an overcomer. I say, yes, we didn't call him.